So here's a question. If I choose to follow Jesus with my life, what is it that he expects from me? One that stood out on day 5, it's commonly referred to as the parable of the talents. And so to summarize, there's a rich guy, a king, calls 3 of his servants together and he gives them some money and he entrusts it to them. He goes off to a faraway and distant land. When he comes back, he wants to see what they did with it. So the first guy, he actually multiplied it by 10. The second guy multiplied his amount by 5. Third guy, his response, very famously, was, I buried it so I didn't lose it. Here it is. And the king is livid. Check out what he says. It's Luke chapter 19, 26 and 27. Yes, the king replied, and to those who use well what they are given, even more will be given. But from those who do nothing, even what little they have will be taken away. There's a cross reference to this in Matthew chapter 25. Then he ordered, take the money from the servant, give it to the one with 10 silver bags. To those who use well what they are given, even more will be given. And now throw this useless servant into outer darkness where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Those verses are sometimes super tough to stomach. The reality of this is Jesus expects this knowledge that has been given to be used. It sounds very similar to one of my favorite superheroes.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
So as you have been reading through the Gospels with me, what responsibility has Jesus laid on your heart? The fact of the matter is that you and I have an obligation with the knowledge to use it to invest back into the kingdom of God. So how can you personally, with the talent, the gifts, the abilities, the heart, and the passion that you have, how can you take that to serve him later this week? I would love to hear what your thoughts are, or if you have questions, drop it in the comments, shoot me a DM. But until next week, guys, keep following along. We are on the way to Jerusalem now. Jesus is in his final couple of weeks of life, and that's what the rest of this is going to be. So hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next week.